What's going on, guys, and welcome back. Galactus, just the name probably triggers you. He was in contention for probably the most hated card in Marvel Snap. It was neck and neck, him and Leech. One of those cards that you say at the family dinner table, and then your mom's, we don't say that here, and your grandma's throwing a right hook at your uncle. People just got mad if you even played or thought about playing Galactus decks. But now, ever since his nerf, he feels a little bit better to play. But I'm here to tell you, he's a lot better in both win percentage and because it's destroy season, it might be the best time to play Galactus. Now, the Planet Eater is today's deck, and we're going to walk you through all the important notes on how to play Galactus and what you need to know to operate the deck to the fullest degree. Let's go ahead and talk about the core strategy. It's going to rely on two different win conditions in Galactus and Destroyer. Now, very easy stuff here. It's going to be a Shuri Nimrod deck. You play the pink Kirby big on Shuri. It's going to double him up to 12. And then you play a Deathlock, Venom, Carnage, one of the multitude of those options. And you're going to be spreading that Nimrod to different locations. Now, a few key things to remember here. Things like Wolverine, Nimrod. You want to play them most likely in the left lane and play Galactus in the middle or right lane so that they can jump into that lane and spread multiple times. And ultimately, a lot of your games are going to end on Destroyer or Galactus spreading that Nimrod, or you're going to have the Goblins, right? Now, how I've played this in Conquest, I've done a good amount of them now. You're going to want to make sure that when you have the Galactus play, especially for the Goblins, you decide to go that route. You want to make sure you get big cubes there. This is a good cube deck as well as win percentage because of your opponent. Even if they know you have Galactus, they've got to try to guess. Are you going to be playing Galactus? Are you playing Destroyer? Are you going to just try to spread the Nimrod? And so with this deck, guys, the biggest takeaway is, what decks are you going to play well against in the early game? Now, you see right now, the meta is obviously a lot of Destroy decks, and then you have other decks like Silver Surfer, Sarah Control, things like that. You need to beat 7 power in one lane, and most of the time, these decks aren't great at doing that. Silver Surfer scales later, and then obviously Sarah Control doesn't have a lot of big power. Now, Destroy is tricky. You're going to have, cards that can scale up pretty fast, but oftentimes they're going to have an empty board, bouncing back cards like Sabretooth, Deadpool, so you're going to have a good odd to beat them. They will have access to both Death and Null, but if you do the Shuri Nimrod or you have Hobgoblin, it's going to be really hard for you to make use of that. We're going to be hopping into Gold Conquest. Definitely one of those decks that rewards you the more you play it because you know how it matches up in your probability of winning later on. Galactus can be in ramp decks, destroy decks, but this one is specific to turn 6 Galactus. We don't have any ramp options. I think that gives it away when you combine that with destroy cards, right? Alrighty, so I eat planets. This will be our Galactus deck we're taking into Gold Conquest. This is just the one that's the most dependable, has the best win percentage. You can change your strategy, and I'm sure it's going to be pretty damn good. Let's go ahead and show you guys how to operate the deck against other decks you might run up across, and let's jump in. I feel like we really need a Galactus avatar. I don't think that exists yet. I'm not sure. Is it in yet? Oh my dear God. These names. There's someone who tracks the names of players and doesn't do their job. All right, so we don't have Galactus, obviously, at first. This is a turn 6 Galactus deck because we don't have ramping methods. And we're kind of in a destroy season, right? We're disguising ourselves as a destroy deck. Now, New York, really good Galactus location. We can kind of fake what we're doing and move cards over the last turn. Always pretty good. And we are playing a destroy deck ourselves with Rickety Bridge. So not bad. This is always great, right? But the issue is the Nova wouldn't feed correctly. So we're actually going to just give this over to Wolverine. Not going to snap yet as we really don't have our win condition cards.
Enough said, bub.
Naked Wolverine jumping to the right. And Hugh Jackman at 5 lands on Crimson Cosmos. So we've got Bucky Barnes now, Nimrod, and Shuri. Playing just Bucky here isn't a bad idea. We can then follow that up with Shuri and Nimrod and Rickety too. It's like a fantastic way to go around it, right? Because Shuri can die, and we still get that on-reveal effect. So nothing but good for us. We've got Limbo. We got a destroy deck. Things are looking A-okay. We're going to go to play Shuri here. I think that's going to be fine. We would lose the Winter Soldier, I think, is the only con. So playing Nimrod here isn't a terrible idea. And this lets us have some flexibility if we want to do the Hobgoblin as well. We still don't have some of the cards that we need, but I might snap at this point. I feel okay. We can't necessarily Galactus. We don't have Galactus. This is actually tougher than I thought. Let's go Shuri right side. We're also going to snap into this. We'll Galactus left side if we need to. We can play Nimrod right side. We can play Hobgoblin left side if we pull Galactus here. We've got a few different ways to win this, but he's already 2 cards deep into Limbo. All right, so it looks like we're playing a very similar deck. And I would actually not be surprised that this would be Nimrod here. Kind of interesting what to do because we would miss out on the Shuri over here. But the good news is we would have priority. He's going to play in the middle, right? And it's going to be Nimrod. I'm pretty sure we would have priority. He'll send 12 and 12 and max out over here so he can't blow it up again. Either way, I think we're actually going to go Hobgoblin here and not do the double up Shuri. Cool. Don't know what this guy's doing. I think he's just planning on playing Null at this point, which is a bold move. We get to keep the Limbo as well, so that's obviously very advantageous. We can Green Goblin left side, unless he chooses to play a card there. If he plays here, great. If he doesn't, we're kind of screwed. I think we just go with this, though. I think this is going to be our best play, regardless if he plays there or not. Doesn't matter what he played mid. The Spotlight variant looks sick. And then, of course, he is going to, unfortunately, probably retreat after that. I doubt he's going to null us. If he does null, though, he's gotten some decent destruction. I don't think it was enough to overcome the -5. So, cool part about this is he's going to be second guessing over and over if we're going to play Galactus, or maybe we just play Destroyer. This could not come at a worse time, but because we do have cards that we, kind of want here. We have Nowhere as well, and so, yeah, I think this is pretty good. We're going to have to see what the reshuffle is. He's going to unfortunately lose that Deadpool unless he plays it down now. And we got New York once again, guys. Yeah, cool. We could just go with the Death Block here and go for pure points, but I suppose we'll just play Nova. The Destroyer can go dead mid, which is really cool, and we can kind of make him think we're going to play Galactus as we get our redraws here. We got our Galactus as well. We can play Wolverine there. Probably our best shot. Go with Hugh over there. And this guy hates New York, man. He's bringing Apocalypse now every time. Limbo, destroy New York again. Can't do that strategy we wanted to do. Again, I think we're going to live. And we can go Venom or Deathlock here. I think this is definitely the Deathlock play or the Carnage play. I think my thought process, the scary thing is we don't really know where this guy's going to land. So we're going to actually hang on to our Carnage. We could have tried to double up and guess where the Wolverine's going to go or play Deathlock on Nowhere, which would have also been a really good play.
Enough said, bub.
But we know he's going to play over here, right? I think we just do this. This could be Nimrod, which is going to be, it's going to hurt. But we also have the Wolverine that's going to jump to 2 different locations. And I like the idea of that. And we can eat that Wolverine. Snap. So I think we snap into that again. He might play right, but then he gives up his Shuri, which would hurt him. It would also hurt us a fair amount. But I don't know if he was planning on doing this here. So let's see what he cooks up. He does put a card over there. He probably switched up what he was going to do. He ties 7-7. Smart man there. Smart man, but I think it's not going to be enough here. We would have to eat our Deathlock, but we could spread Nimrod twice and get the Wolverine building. Yeah, I think I like this. I think this is going to be the play. So even if they stop our Galactus, can we pull it off? We go in the dead middle here. We get 15. He's only going to have 13. He bounces the Wolverine. It's going to depend where that goes. But even if it goes, I think anywhere, we're going to win. He ties us mid. Nice, we still get it. So even with the Galactus, we know we had to have him spread his own game plan, right? Like, I don't think that guy's plan was to go Wolverine Bucky there, but he knew what we were going to try to do. And we take another 4 cubes from the top. It just feels like it used to be you stop Galactus, but now we have multiple ways of winning with Nimrod and Shuri, which makes it feel good. It is beatable if it got too popular. I haven't made a Galactus video, guys, since February because I didn't love him, right? But I think times are changing. We're definitely going to show what he's capable of. I know a lot of people got this card, and it's worth showing, right? We lost Destroyer. He didn't know we had Destroyer. That's obviously pretty bad. Wolverine being discarded would have been sweet. We got the Goblin Bros, which anytime you get them, obviously wouldn't be a bad idea to play them both in Asgard. Make sure we get the win and try to get Galactus as well. We can Deathlock now, but I'm thinking we should probably just Gob. He's got a lot of Destroy options, though, so maybe we don't Gob yet. Because he can easily just eat these up with his Carnages and things that he has early. Let's let him play those now, right? And let him waste those resources.
Enough said, bub.
Like that. What a bad play. You don't ever want to play a Destroy card just to play a card. That's never a good idea, bud. Never a great idea. We're winning this pretty well. I mean, we can let him really go all out, or we can just send Green Goblin. I don't think he's going to want to destroy his Carnage. We could also play Green Goblin there, but I think what we'll do is we're just going to end up building this lane as tall as possible. We have the Hobgoblin to try to win the other lane. We play a little brain games. We make him think that we're going to play Galactus mid. In reality, we're not. He doesn't have Venom. He might even retreat from this. Nope. He wants that Asgard. Watch Wolverine pop over there. You can only hope. All right, well, this is gonna be a clean dubs, guys. This is gonna be a cakewalk. Okay, well, since he put Bucky there, I assume we can go ahead and play Hobgoblin in the middle, which is he has Galactus. It coincidentally saves us from being Galactus early. He can spread that, but his only option, I believe, is going to be Deathlock, so he really can't do that. I'm pretty sure this would just win it because our Wolverine jumping in the middle to aid us, right? But we could also do some other fancy stuff. Like, we don't even have to do that much, but we are playing a Galactus. We're doing a Galactus thing here, so I think we just play Galactus here. Like, he is obviously going to try to destroy this card. If this is Destroyer, I think, let's see where this Wolverine ends up. I think he'll win. We'll tie. Wait, that's kind of awesome. That's kind of amazing. We knew we had a Destroyer in the deck. I didn't know if he was going to end up going middle with it. But there you go. This is cool to see what happens when you play the Goblin Bros into a deck that can get rid of them, right? So, hey, this is fun, man. It's making me think a little bit. I enjoy it. Warrior Falls, obviously really good location for our deck. We're actually getting like killer locations, like even Shuri's lab here. Come on. All right, let's get Bucky down. We already have Nimrod. We have Destroyer. Both those cards will be played on Shuri's. The sheer fact of playing Shuri into Nimrod into Destroyer all in the middle is game set match. Like, he has the deck too. He can do it, but this is pretty stupid good if you ask me. This is not, though. This could ruin our game plan. Damn it, we had the perfect play, guys. The perfect play. We could play Nova. The one extra point doesn't matter, and we can stop his Wolverine from getting hurt.
Enough said, bub.
That's fine. So if this is Destroyer, what's happening?
Enough said, bub.
What is this nonsense?
Enough said, bub.
Okie dokie then. We also got Galactus. All right, so let's go Shuri's Lab into Nimrod into Galactus left side. That's probably what I want to do. What a wild game, guys.
Enough said, bub.
That'd be a big Venom. That is a big Venom. Yeah, so Nimrod here. Either way, now we have our Venom as well, so we can eat the right side. If we get, like, Carnage, we can Carnage middle, Venom right. Warrior Falls is also going to have things bouncing around. I would say this is going to be pretty damn good. And our Nimrod's going to be worth just a killer amount of points here. He's got the same thing. Really good stuff. However, we are probably going to be able to... Ooh, it's such a tough decision. Like, this is so spicy, but he's going to be able to spread his cards off a lot better than we are. This will just flat out beat him. This will flat out beat him. And then we win these two lanes, I think, is the goal here. Like, we don't want to get rid of our Destroyer. There's no point. Our Venom's just going to flat out win. I think this is the play. Especially because we can spread our Nimrods twice, man. This would be tough for this guy to win. Well, I'll be damned. We're going to still win. But that Null's going to be fat. We're going to win just with the Deathlock. On that other side, we could have actually Galactus as well. All right, well, we 8-0'd another Nimrod deck. And I don't even know what their last card could have been, but that was textbook, man. Playing a little Galactus. I'm telling you, I haven't played this thing in 6 months. It just feels pretty good, and I hate to say it. And I also know I'm going to get crap in the comments as we go into our second battle for promoting a Galactus deck. But I waited, guys. I waited. I didn't post when he was... You know, I didn't post the other Galactus decks. This Galactus Spotlight variant 2 hits way harder than I thought it would. Karto. We got Space Throne, which is just the ultimate Galactus location, and we have Hobgoblin, so he could play into that early. We don't have Green Goblin, but dude, if we get, that's fine. It doesn't expose us. If we get Green Goblin or Galactus, we are for sure doing that. He's gonna feel really good now because he probably has Death. Might even snap into that. We don't have Death, which could be semi-problematic. And, well, this is just a dream for a Destroy deck. The Nova is tempting to do when we have the Nimrod. And there goes the dream. What deck is this guy doing? What in the hell? Is this like a zoo deck? Intel zoo deck for Conquest? I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I just don't. I don't know what we're playing up against here, guys. All I know is it's a little safer to do this. We did get the Galactus. Probably the play line would be to play Galactus over here or in the middle. He's already played 2 cards, though. Usually you want to play Wolverine over here. We'll play Wolf here, and then we're probably going to try to Galactus left side. Oh, boy. That's okay. We're going to snap. We're going to play Hobgoblin here. And then we're going to play Galactus left side. I think ought to do it. He might fill up this lane, but that would be kind of weird for him to do it that early. Yep, he goes Blue Marvel. The Hobgoblin really helps us have at least a chance to Galactus here. Not a bad idea, but okay, well, Carter's out of here before we can even think of the play line. I was tempted of doing potentially Nimrod over here, and we just want this guy on his toes. I think this guy's a smart player. He probably knows what's coming, but we got 2 cubes right off the top from Karto's zoo deck. But you know what? The more I look at this, guys, I've never gotten it on film. I've only heard of the myth and the legends. I think this might be an Agatha deck. And I would just... I can't tell you guys how much I would love this to be an Agatha deck to go up against while I'm testing Galactus. Why not, right? The morph scares me, though. But if he morphs into Destroyer, that'll be the most peak content you could come up with. All right, a little sad. That's okay. It's the Agent 13 would be weird, but the Scarlet, the Morph, I don't know. It kind of makes sense. All right, let's go with Green Goblin over here on Titan. You can also play Agatha early because of Titan, so that's actually pretty good for him. Shuri into... This is really good. Is he playing this right? Probably. I feel like he's playing this pretty good. We could go Destroyer here, Nimrod, and then go absolutely crazy, or we just do this play and spread, which is probably a little bit better. So, and then we just play Destroyer. The Nova is legit pointless. Oh boy. Yeah, I think we won. I think we're gonna be okay because we go Destroyer here. That puts us at 15, right? I think this is just fine. Because we're putting off a 12 over here. We have 15 in the middle. I don't think he could beat this. Nope. That's another 4 cubes off the top. I have no earthly idea how lucky we are to go against whatever deck this is. My bad. I forgot with the 13 on both sides. Pretty spicy too. Captain Marvel doing nothing against Destroyer and Galactus. And we get 4 cubes.
Victory.
4 cubes off the rip off the top. And this guy's out. He's just like, I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore. I don't understand what deck that was. But we head into battle number 3 here with, you know, Galactus already feels like cheat codes. But then you take it against whatever decks we run up against. I would like to go against the meta, but we get what we get. Either way, I think this deck is at a very good spot, especially because it can disguise itself as a destroy deck. That's probably the biggest thing going for it as a deck. All right, we got a Darkhawk Avatar, so, you know, maybe it's another Galactus player. Alter Your Death not only is insane, but what's really good about it, too, is that we can play Wolverine and Nimrod and get ramp and spread. If you had this hand and you didn't have Alter Your Death, you still want to play Wolverine left side and Nimrod, so they bounce to the other locations when you hopefully Galactus middle or right. This is insane. We're going to be able to play Galactus like stupid early. Dude, we could play Galactus next turn. What?
Enough said, bub.
This is insane. Absolutely insane. Do we want to play... Oh my god. Do we want to play... Galactus... left or middle? I think just middle, yeah? Why not? All right, let's go Nova. So we get a little extra points on that. He played the wrong lane. He's not even going to get the whatever he did. We're only getting 2 cubes from this, sadly.
Enough said, bub.
Dude, there's no way this guy stays into this. It's only turn 4. What the heck is happening? We could just keep on destroying our Wolverine. That would be kind of funny, but no, we're gonna send over the hate mail. Deliver Christmas early to this guy. If he wasn't gonna leave, he is now. This guy's got to get out of here, man. There's no way. It's time to go. I think we just kill our Galactus here, by the way. I don't think he's got a destroy card.
Enough said, bub.
That's a big card. It is a big card. It's going to go up by, well, okay. He's actually getting a 4-point swing here. So we'll just do Nimrod. But his, well, I don't know why he's staying. I could do the math, dude. What?
Victory.
Who are we? What time of day is it? 3:36 p.m. Is this the shift of play? I'm going to make a guide on play right now. I get this is all the commuters or something, man. I don't know. It's not even school, so the kiddos aren't getting out. I don't know, man. I don't know. Don't be mad at me in the comments. Listen, I've got a tight schedule today, so I can only do one set of games. So I'm sorry that these are some of the opponents we got. We have our Nimrod getting hit with the cost. That can be difficult. I don't know, man, but we got Cerebro, which does just about nothing for us. We can go Bucky Barnes left side. I don't get it. We're playing high Evo. All right, let's go ahead and kill this. We'll have the reshuffle. Get our chance to get not only the goblins again, but hopefully Galactus here. I love that we can just go tall with those two as well. We got the goblin. Didn't get Galactus yet. I suppose we can wolf here. It would be very spicy, but should we try to hobgoblin left side? Seal him in? There's no way he plays left side, right? There's no way he plays left side. Do we risk it? Because why not? And then we can also do like Nimrod and Destroyer, even if this fails. And we can destroy this. We're going to snap because we can destroy this on our side if we fail. Or we launch it. This is risky. Why not play it on the right side? Great question. Because I don't want to. Because this. Okay, game, set, match there. The Cosmo would have been brutal. We can now play our Destroyer on that side. Yeah, this is pretty nice, man. Pretty nice. This would have him just leave. He's going to play Hulk over here. We want him to have the, Hulk, I think, is what? Going to be 15 in this lane. So if we play Nova... Where do we think he's going to play the Hulk? Right side or middle? If we play... It depends where the Hulk goes, right? Because we can still lose this. If we do this right here, we no longer get the Nova bonus points. We would get 16 right. I really think... I really think it's going to be right side. Let's risk it. Oh my god, he went middle! It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's me 14 to 13. What is this? I guess he could have died with the Misty Knight. We're just... Victory. We're thrashing this high Evo deck, guys. Absolutely thrashing there. Destroyer doing a lot of the heavy work. Haven't done a lot of Galactusing. Funny enough. Which is good. I think it shows that the deck has multi-ways to win. Super flexible. It just feels like this has been... I mean, the opponents aren't helping, but I feel like this has been one of the easier games that we've done. So, the takeaway is you might have harder opponents. There's decks that it matches up well against. Obviously, like Shuri decks, you just need to avoid the Shuri lanes and the Taskmaster lanes. Try to get priority early and drop it down. Surfer decks scale up late, so it can be pretty good against that, depending... obviously, the recent addition of some cards like Spider-Man, Polaris, Maximus can have cards that can beat Galactus reliably. So that can be a little bit of a tough matchup. The move style deck that's really popular doesn't get crazy high early. But the Jean Grey edition, Jean Grey can be a nightmare for Galactus, so that can be kind of tough. You just need to know your deck matchups and which ones favor you in the early game. All right. Double Limbo. Double Rainbow. And we're going to end this video on hopefully a really good high note. Because this guy's going to skip turn 6 because he feels great about it. And we're just going to Nimrod Galactus right here. This is going to be fantastic. This Nimrod's going to be worth 1 billion points, too. Ooh, well, you know, that sucks. But the good news is he's going to skip this turn either way by the skin of our teeth. I think he's going to skip this turn, guys. I feel it in my core, and this is going to break anyway. Skip it. You want that double She-Hulk action. I know you do. I know what deck you're playing. You want to do it. No! It's 0 anyway. Oh, my God. What? He didn't have the Infinite version, but he was going to play She-Hulk and Hulk together. He does get a float, but, dude, have fun matching this power. Holy crap. I thought we were done for. I thought we were absolutely screwed. We really don't have great cards to play here. It's just Venom. I don't think he has Shang-Chi here, so we just play Venom. He's going to play what I would imagine is just a really big Hulk. But yeah, I don't think he's going to... Woo! That's how you end a video, baby. That is how you end a video. Well, guys, new Galactus, I can say, listen, the win rates don't lie. The play patterns are great. It's probably the best time to play it right now because of all the destroy decks going around. And hopefully, even though we had some questionable opponents, you got to see how the deck plays out a little bit, right? So good luck out there playing Galactus yourself. I never thought I would say those words, but I feel like he is in a decent spot. He's beatable, but he's also good enough to win with. And is less straightforward as now you have multiple win conditions, and there's plenty of cards that can deal with him. Definitely experiment. You can play other cards in this deck, but I think this is a pretty solid build. And overall, it's a good time. I actually had a lot of fun. You guys have a good one. If you come back time and time again, don't forget to subscribe. It helps out the channel a ton, and hopefully we'll see you guys on the next video. Until then, good luck in the new season, and as always, guys, happy snapping.